T-bag. This is a cool corkscrew comes in. Okay.
Come Noah. Well done. Yeah, come sit here by me.
Yes.
Yeah. Kabasha. Happily, that he survived. Here's the ants. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece out, take it away. Can you see there? There's the little tunnel that the ants walk through. Okay, none are coming out now. But what we'll do is when we come back, we'll stop here again. Oh. We'll stop here again and then we'll see. And they should have closed that by the time we come back. Okay, still no ants.
Inside here.
Yeah, they're going inside there. There, up there, that's their bigger nest over there.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're up at Boontjieskloof. This is the 2021 planting year. We've got about 100 trees to plant, and I'm standing next to a tree that was planted by Frank Botten a couple of years ago. This tree was about this height when we planted it, and now can't even reach the top of this tree. It's grown so high. So yeah, it's amazing to see that the trees that we planted are doing so well here. This is the base of Frank's tree, and you can see it's lovely and thick. It's yeah, more than doubled in thickness down here. So it's really doing well. One of these days my grandchildren will be able to climb this tree. And Natalie's busy planting the cedar. She's digging the hole for the seedling. The tree's been planted.
So we have planted the tree, so we are going to mark it. This is tree number 393. So what we are going to do now is we are going to load it onto the app. This is the tag number 393. The tree was planted by Nat and Dee. Dee is my husband. It's a 2-year tree. We set the GPS coordinates to it so that we'd be able to find it and track its growth. We're just waiting for a better accuracy. Okay, so now we're going to take a picture of the tree. When we take a picture of the tree, we try and get a bit of where the tree is located.
Hi. Oh.
Okay. The tree height. My dad forgot the measuring tape, so we are going to say about 50 centimeters. And there we go. Safe.
This is a cedar tree that Brendan Dale planted. I think the year was 2013. It was about knee height when it was planted. You can see now I can't even reach the top of the tree. So this tree is doing very well. This is tree number 1. So really impressed. It's got a nice thick stem. So yeah, great tree. Thanks, Brendan. This is a tree planted by Boontjie. It was also a tiny little tree about this size when it was planted. See, it's a good 30 centimeters. It's doing well. I think this tree is going to become a big one. Thanks, Boontjie. Okay, this is a cedar tree that was planted by Portia Hendricks. Can't remember the year. It was a tiny little tree like that when it was planted. It's a good 40 centimeters, 30 centimeters high. Doing very well. Awesome. Thanks, Portia. This is tree number 241. Not sure who planted it or what year, but yeah, as you can see, it's doing really, really well. This is a tree planted by Gray Barrett. It's also doing really well. See, there's a nice lot of new growth at the top. See, there's a nice lot of new growth at the top. So yes, tree's really doing awesome. Thank you, Gray, for planting this tree. Tree number 51 was also about a 2-3 centimeter tree when it was planted. Really doing well. Yeah, thanks to whoever planted it. Here we have tree number 15. It was planted by Charles Brits in the first year that we planted trees here. It's really doing well. Although I see it stayed short. This was a very short tree when we planted it, but it's still alive and doing great. Thanks, Charles. It's another tree planted by Charles Brits. Really doing well. This was planted in the first year that we came planting here. So yeah, well done, Charles. Thanks a lot for planting it. Okay, this is a cedar tree that I planted myself in the first year that we planted trees here. It's taken a bit of a beating here in the open, but it's doing well. See a lot of new growth on the side there. Stem is quite thick. Yeah, it's doing really well. Yeah, Noah. Let's put one here.
Here.
Yeah, closer to the rock.
Over here.
Yeah. Okay, let's go deep. I'll show you how I do it with this spade. I do this. So I go down. Must be about 50.
Okay.
And I go down. And I go down again. And you can do the last one over there. Go down. Press down. Stand up. Press down. Okay. Now you just lift it out. There we go. This. Now press it in with your hands. Press the tree in with your hands on the ground. Press it in. Okay, now chuck the sand on there.
Okay.
No, chuck in there. Now press it. Okay. Now I put a marker on it. Oh no, wrong markers.
Markers. I like blue markers. It's nice and cool.
403. This is one of the trees I planted a couple of years ago. It was also about 10 centimeters when I planted it. It's grown now over a meter. It's really looking good. This is a tree planted by Bunty Brits. It's she named it Rahab. It's also doing really well. Yeah, so it's a good tree. Thanks, Bunty. This is another tree planted by Charles on the top of the hill behind the Boontjieskloof hut, inside the rocks. It's also really doing well. The stem at the base there is really thick, so it's doing really good. The back there, in the shadow, so you might not be able to see it, is another tree planted by Charles Brits, also doing well. This tree was planted by Elizabeth Brits, also in the first year that we planted trees here in Boontjieskloof, doing amazingly well. Nice thick stem at the base. It's taller than what I am, so yeah, really great, doing great. Thanks, Elizabeth, for planting it, and I wish you were here. There's another tree planted by Charles Brits. It's doing very well. A lot of new growth at the top. It's about shoulder height for me, and if you look closely at the bottom, so look how thick that stem is. Sure, this tree is going to be here forever. It's nicely protected from the fire. There's rocks all around it. So yeah, this tree is going to be here for a long time. Thank you so much, Charles, for planting it. This is another tree that I planted. It's almost twice my length already. It's really doing well. So yeah, and I'll give you a close-up of the stem. Look at that, that's about 4 centimeters in diameter. That's amazing, really doing well. This is a little tree that my wife Denise planted. It was a small 2.5 centimeter tree, grown to almost 35 centimeters. So yeah, really doing well. It's about 6 hours later and the ants have repaired the piece of tunnel that we cut this morning. Quite amazing.